Greetings, collective. Hope everyone is well and hope it is well with all. Pardon the squinting, but just enjoying some of this sunset before it goes down. Okay, but won't spend too much of your time. Thanks for joining me. But today we'll be talking about alchemy. Okay, alchemy. And the Merriam-Webster's definition of alchemy is chemical science and philosophy that focuses on attempting to change less valuable metals into gold. The second definition is to find a universal cure for disease. And the third is to discover a means of prolonging life indefinitely. So that's what the Webster's definition of alchemy is. But guys, on this channel, we break it down. We deal with spiritual street intelligence, just practical ways of understanding how spirituality works in your reality in this 3D. It's not walking around, holy and not no guys. It's just your mindset, shifting your mindset. So, but examples of how that works, of what alchemy is, when you hear the collective use that word alchemy, and you hear different teachers and different guides and so forth use that word, where it makes sense. For instance, if you're not this isn't the 3D, how it works, and how we use alchemy, what we refer to as alchemy in the 3D. Okay, let's say you were not welcomed at a certain table. Okay, you were not welcomed and respected. You felt that though you were invited, others were treated more respectfully and with a certain reverence, and you didn't feel welcome there. And guess what? You went and created your own table. You created your own feast. Okay, and it was well. All right, so that is one definition, of one example of how practical alchemy takes place in the collective. Okay, another example is, let's say if someone walked out of your life expecting you to chase and expecting your life to go to hell, go to crap, thinking that they were the best thing going for you. And it turns out during that time, you became the best version of yourself, and being desired, being admired. Okay, that is another form of alchemy, of how we in the collective uses alchemy, or what we refer to as alchemy. This is a practical way of what we refer to and what we use, and how to alchemize situations. Is basically taking something negative, something that was intentionally done to either cause harm or to to limit you, affect your spirit, to put some heaviness on you. And we find a way to take that, or to alchemize that. And that's what spiritual maturity is, spiritual discipline, guys. It's basically, instead of getting upset, or instead of being sad in that situation, someone walked out of your life, and you just all blued up, not going nowhere, and just in a mess, or you felt that someone wasn't valuing your presence at a table and at a feast, and you went and created yours. Instead of getting mad, upset, hey, F y'all and so forth, you just gracefully, you knew the power that's vested, that's in you. You knew how to, turn that around. That's alchemy. Another example, which is a nice practical one, one that I experienced here. It's on a project, on a job, and these are experienced people doing the same work that I'm doing, and they were asking to use my tools. And at first, oh wow, guys, oh yo, I looked up this bird the other day, And I believe it's called a morning dove. Everything, it's a sign, guys. Let me see if I can get yours. Hope you guys can catch that. Hope you guys caught that, guys. And, apologize for all that wobbly business, man. But, yo, that morning dove, that's the second time I'm seeing that. Like maybe about a week ago, I saw two of them and I didn't know what it was. It looked like a small-sized pigeon. Oh, wow, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. That was a cool visit. But, yo, so, yeah. 2 weeks ago, I saw two of them here. Like about a week or so ago, I saw two of them here in the yard, and I didn't know what it was. But I bought a poster that's got a list of all the birds in Georgia, and that's what it was, a mourning dove. So yeah, back to the business, man. Back to the conversating with the collective. So yeah, guys. So yeah, I was on a project, and this guy is asking to use my tools, and this is experienced people in the trade that's been here for a minute doing this. And at first I was just like, you know what? But this is a project, and this was a different area of expertise in my field, okay? On that project. And I found a way to alchemize that. It wasn't at first conscious, but it just, man, the spirit just guides. I was obtaining information and different processes in becoming more efficient in what I do by talking to them. Okay, so I alchemized that situation where they were asking to borrow tools for knowledge. So I rented tools, let them use my tools. I considered that renting my tools in exchange for knowledge, for experience, for different ways of becoming more efficient in my field. So yeah, guys, so just some quick SSI, some spiritual street intelligence, and just wanted to share that with you. Hope this helps someone. Share this video if you know someone that this will help. And again, we're providing different perspectives on this channel of what life is like in the 3D, walking in your growth, in your spiritual growth, guys. Okay, yeah, that sun is setting nice, man, so yeah, again, no feet, no shoes, got the feet grounded. This is when I'm in my best mood, best vibes here, man. Just out here in nature, guys, out here in the natural. So guys, thank you for stopping and spending time with your man, not your boy. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so, and we'll see you next time. All right, collective.